How is it going, Data Bytes? Is No Data here. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Roblox Assassin. Today on Assassin, we are once again on the 2020 Christmas event because there was actually an update to this event. First of all, the competitive season has started, so you can go ahead and get on the leaderboard to get the Holy Guardian and the Infernal Guardian. It's been less than 12 hours and there are already quite a few points. I think if you didn't grind for candies last week, you might have some trouble getting on this leaderboard right now. You probably needed to get a lot of candies in advance. But yeah, good luck to everyone who is trying to get in the top 100 and the top 10 for this Christmas competitive season. But anyway, guys, more importantly, there is actually a brand new secret exotic. If we take a look at the patch notes right here, you will see that there is actually a secret crafting recipe for a brand new exotic. It is a secret recipe. It's literally not even like in the crafting. If we scroll down in the crafting, you will see that the brand new exotic is not here. So yeah, it took us a little bit to actually figure out the crafting recipe. Prisman actually gave us a couple of hints, and yeah, we actually figured out the secret crafting recipe to craft this brand new exotic. I believe the exotic is called the Snowman Nose. So yeah, guys, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the secret crafting recipe to craft the Snowman Nose. But before we get started, here is a QR code for a Mystic Slugger exotic right here. You can go ahead and scan that in the Portals app, and you can go ahead and get a free Mystic Slugger. There's only 100 of them, so be quick. And yeah, I don't have a lot of QR codes left, but if you want to get the Mystic Slugger for free, be sure to download the Portals app and be sure to tune into every single video so that you know when a QR code comes out. I actually can't find the Portals app on the App Store for some reason. Maybe it was like taken down, I don't know. But if you already have it on your phone, you can scan that QR code. Be sure to drop a like on this video, it really helps me out. No Data merch link in the description, and don't forget to use star code purple when buying Robux and Roblox Premium. It really helps me out to continue making these videos. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the secret crafting recipe. Now, again, Prisman actually gave us a couple of hints. One of the biggest hints that he actually gave on the Assassin Discord was, how do you build a snowman? So we are actually going to be essentially building a snowman with this crafting recipe, so it's pretty interesting. But yeah, without further ado, let's enter the crafting and I will show you guys the ingredients to craft this exotic. Now, in order to craft the Snowman Nose, you're actually going to need 3 different knives. You're going to need 1 exotic and 2 commons. Now, the exotic that you are going to need is actually the pumpkin dagger. Now, this was an unboxable exotic during the Halloween event. It is actually no longer obtainable. You can only get this by trading. So yeah, you're going to need a pumpkin dagger. If you don't currently have one, it might be pretty difficult to get your hands on this thing because, again, you're going to have to trade for it. And now that this crafting recipe is known, people might actually be a little bit stingy with their pumpkin daggers. It might be a little bit difficult to get a hold of. So yeah, pumpkin dagger is definitely the hardest thing to get. So if you don't have a pumpkin dagger, you're gonna have to trade for it. But the other 2 knives are pretty easy to get. The second knife that you are going to need is the Soft Flakes. This is a Christmas 2020 common. You can actually just get it right now in the Merry case. Right here, it's in the Merry case, 46% chance common. You just need this particular common, Soft Flakes. It's really not that difficult to get. It's in the case right now. You can go ahead and get it pretty easily. And the final knife that you are going to need to craft this is actually Pebble. I kid you not, the ugliest knife in the game, the Pebble common. You are going to need the Pebble in order to craft this secret exotic. Again, Pebble is a pretty easy common to get. I actually don't think it's in any of the cases, but it will show up in the timed shop pretty frequently. So again, just check the time shop every now and then, and it should show up in the time shop eventually. It'll probably be no more than 100 tokens to buy. Should be pretty easy knife to get. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and build our snowman. Now, of course, we are going to need the Soft Flakes. I guess this is supposed to be the snow for the snowman. We are going to need the Pebble. I'm going to assume that the Pebble is like for the smile or something. Maybe like a smile made of pebbles. And then of course we're going to need the pumpkin dagger exotic. This is going to be for the carrot nose. And there we go. We can go ahead and craft the snowman nose exotic. Now obviously this is a very interesting crafting recipe because, you know, you need pumpkin dagger, but I'll go ahead and get into that in a little bit. But for now guys, let's go ahead and craft this brand new secret snowman nose exotic. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go, guys. We just crafted the secret snowman nose exotic knife. So there it is, guys, the snowman nose. Let's scroll down in the inventory. There it is. Let's go ahead and try this thing out in battle. All right, guys. So here it is, the snowman nose exotic that you can get by crafting pumpkin dagger, soft flakes, and pebble. This is a pretty interesting knife, to say the least. So as you guys know, snowmen are typically known for having a carrot nose, and as you can see, that carrot nose is literally being used as a knife in Assassin. You can see that the handle right here is gray, nothing to say about that, but between the handle and the blade we actually have a snowman right here. So if we actually hold the knife and put our camera like this, you can actually see the face of the snowman. Those are the eyes right there, and this is the mouth. Looks like a pretty sad snowman. To be honest, that does not look like a very happy snowman. And obviously, as you can see, the blade of the knife is the carrot nose for the snowman. So it is literally like a carrot as a knife in Assassin. It is kind of crazy. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty cool knife. It is pretty simplistic, but again, it was a secret crafting recipe. So it was pretty interesting to figure this thing out because there are so many different combinations in the crafting. And when there's a secret recipe, it's like you really got to solve the puzzle to figure it out. Let's go ahead and get a win with the snowman nose. I'm gonna see if I can get a snipe through the window. There we go. We got a snipe through the window. So GG. So again, it's not too hard to craft this thing. You really just need one exotic, and then the 2 commons after that are pretty easy. You can just unbox and buy in the time shop the commons. But yeah, the pumpkin dagger is gonna be a little bit hard to get your hands on because it's unobtainable. So if you don't already have a pumpkin dagger, it's not gonna be easy to get one. And yeah, it was pretty cool that we got a secret crafting recipe in Assassin. I remember the last time we had that was during the February update of 2017. The crafting recipes for Friezendo and Dark Horse were actually secret for a while. We literally had to figure it out, and I honestly don't know how people figure that out, because that required like a bunch of exotics. But yeah, guys, let's talk about the value of the snowman nose exotic. What is this knife going to be worth? Now, at the time of this recording, the snowman nose is actually not on the value list just yet. It is not on the value list at all. That's because this update just rolled out recently and people just started to figure out how to actually craft this thing. So yeah, the snowman nose not actually on the value list just yet. But I'd imagine it's probably going to be pretty valuable at first because it's a brand new exotic. A lot of people probably want it. However, it's probably going to go down in value over time as more and more people craft it. But I think what's a lot more interesting with this crafting recipe is going to be the value of the pumpkin dagger. Because again, remember, the pumpkin dagger is a completely unobtainable exotic. This was an exotic from the Halloween event. This thing is well unobtainable already. And this is actually the first time that we had a crafting ingredient that is literally just completely unobtainable. I mean, obviously we've had limited time crafting recipes with event knives. I mean, we already have the Spirit Trident in the game, but the thing is, these exotics are currently obtainable. They're going to become unobtainable eventually, but like, you can still get the Polar Kunai and the Cane Dagger and the Arctic Caliber. So like, these aren't completely unobtainable just yet. They're limited, but they're not unobtainable. Whereas the Pumpkin Dagger, this thing is already unobtainable. You can't get any more of them. So what's really interesting is every time someone crafts a snowman cone, the Pumpkin Dagger is just going to become more and more rare. Not to mention, the demand of the Pumpkin Dagger is definitely going to go up because people are either going to want to keep it or they're going to want to get their hands on it to craft this new exotic. So yeah, the value of the Pumpkin Dagger is definitely going to go up by quite a lot because this is the first time that an unobtainable exotic is actually a crafting recipe. So yeah, Pumpkin Dagger is going to be pretty valuable once this event ends, because I'd imagine a lot of people are going to craft the snowman nose. It really just depends on how many people actually craft the snowman nose. If a bunch of people craft this thing, then the pumpkin dagger is easily going to be a lot better, because that means there's going to be a lot less pumpkin daggers and a lot more snowman noses. And it is actually very possible that a lot of people are going to craft the snowman nose, and the reason for that is, well, it's a pretty easy crafting recipe once you have the pumpkin dagger. Once you have the pumpkin dagger, you only need 2 commons. Those commons are not really that hard to get. So I'd imagine once people get the pumpkin dagger, they're gonna craft the snowman nose pretty easily. But again, if a lot of people have that mindset that pumpkin dagger is going to be better and nobody crafts the snowman nose, then the snowman nose is definitely going to be the better exotic. So yeah, it really just depends on how many people craft this thing. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Again, the pumpkin dagger is completely unobtainable. Every time someone crafts a snowman nose, the pumpkin dagger becomes more and more rare. So yeah, pumpkin dagger is definitely going to go up in value. Is the snowman nose going to be better? Well, we're just going to have to see what happens. But yeah, guys, that is how you craft the secret snowman nose exotic. Again, you need a pumpkin dagger, a salt flakes, and a pebble. And with that, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Assassin. Let me know what you guys think about this crafting recipe, because it is a very interesting one to say the least. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Roblox Assassin. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all those other things that YouTube people do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay purple.